welcome to the February monthly vibes. I am so excited. Ooh, okay, so nice deep breath, because February feels a lot lighter, a lot better than January. Things would have settled, things would have calmed down now a little bit. You know, that heightened wave of like, yeah, this is the new year, that also would have settled a little bit by now. If not, fantastic, you're very lucky. Keep riding that enthusiastic wave, because that is exactly what we need. That energy of that newness, that intentions that you might have. So remember what that felt like, because when you get through the year, especially now in February as well, in the next few weeks, when you feel that energy start wearing off, or you're getting bored with life, you're getting bored with things, you're like, yeah, this is, now we're back in a routine again, right? So when you find yourself in that place, remember what your goals were. Remember the excitement that you had when you started this New Year's with your New Year's resolutions and your intentions, your dreams, and whatever it is that you set out for yourself. And I'm not talking about the project itself. I'm talking about the feeling that you had when you set that, when you set those goals for yourself. Remember that, because that's really super important to stay connected to that, in that excitement. And I love this saying. I can't remember the author who said that, but feel the feeling of the wish fulfilled. That is very important as we're going to be going through February, to stay in that fun, heightened, energized state, because that is where you're going to feel very creative. And I know that you can probably relate that it's easier to create from a place and a space of excitement and from curiosity as well. So I invite you to remember what you felt in the beginning of the year, and perhaps what it is that you wanted to start that was new. Super important for February, because we might have some big emotions coming in. You might have some, you know, vibes coming in that feels very dominant, it feels very abrasive, very intense a little bit. Whether you react to it, it's possible. It could be that other people around you react to it as well. So we're looking at some issues maybe around authority. We're looking at problems around feelings of entitlement. So, and gosh, can you blame people or even yourself if there's a part of you that feels like that? Because we're all still hurting a little bit from last year. And, you know, especially for those of you who have lost a lot, there could be feelings of overcompensation, where we want things just to get back on track. We want things to just, you know, get back to normal again. And we're going to see a lot more of that in February. Things are going to normalize still a lot more. I want to show you also this beautiful cave here in the background. Really cool, a lot of fun. I normally come running here a lot in the morning, but it's a bit slippery because it's been raining a bit, so slip and slide. So we're walking now. And another part also coming in is goal setting. So I've already tapped a little bit on that in terms of goals. You're going to feel, you know, riding waves where you're going to feel like you're on top of the world, and the next moment you're going to feel like, why did I start this project again? What was I thinking? Right? Because you know, with that feeling when we make decisions, when we are in a heightened state, and then we get back into that normal grounded feeling, and we're kind of like looking at things from a less heightened perspective, and we're like, whoa, what what was I thinking? Okay, so remember what you felt and you were thinking of when you initially started your projects and goals. That is so really super important for you to remember, because when you do that, you're going to find yourself feeling and being released again from any worries that you might have, because we tend to have this idea of like thinking of the end goal rather than also how you're going to get that, but also how you're going to get there gracefully and with enthusiasm. That's the important part. And so also, you know, because of this vibe, you know, you're going to feel that vibe coming in quite a lot during February. So, you know I can sometimes fall victim to it, which is the victim mentality. We can feel a little bit like, this is never going to work for us, I'm never going to have my turn, I'm never going to have my chance. Don't get stuck in that. This is just temporary. It's a temporary vibe, and what it's doing sometimes is just allowing you to say, take a breath, right? Just take a breath, slow down, everything's going to happen. Because what last year taught us, especially for me, patience. Not necessarily my strength, but last year helped me to make it one of my biggest strengths right now, and I'm very thankful for that, because my life feels a lot easier. Things feels a lot more how can I say, digestible. So let's also keep that one in mind for February. That's absolutely definitely very important. And you might also find, you know, moments coming in as well where you feel a deep sense of love, a deep sense of love for humanity, a deep sense of love for yourself. And I think, and what I personally feel around that vibe coming in is a feeling of togetherness. It's a feeling of like hope. The world's healing, things are coming together, things are healing in the background. Even though you necessarily can't see it, doesn't mean that it's not happening. So that's also very important. I said that quite a lot last year. You know, despite all the chaos, despite all the drama, despite things that were happening, just because we couldn't see the evidence of progress doesn't mean that it was not happening behind the scenes as well. And another really cool part about this month, the vibe, is a feeling of like that disconnection, feeling like your heart is blocked, feeling like your connection with people are blocked. That is going to lift and shift this month. This is so great. You're going to feel that sense of connectedness to everyone as well. And that's also where that beautiful feeling of love, that reconnection is going to come back in. And when we have that feeling of reconnection again, we're going to feel so much safer, so much more stable, and so much more happier within ourselves, because we are created to connect. We are, even in our ancestors, they all always lived in communities. We're actually meant to be together. We're meant to be in communities. And so, you know, to live a lifestyle that is the opposite to what we're actually programmed for, that's tough, that's harsh. And so we're breaking free from that, and we are emotionally also breaking out of that. So February is actually going to be a pretty good month. I really look forward to it. But also remember to join me for the weekly vibes so that you can stay up to date with some plots and twists, because we will be having them coming up in February as well. But I'm going to show you how to make the absolute best of them every single time. All right, guys, so see you for next week's forecast. And until then, be the light that you are.
Hi guys, thank you for joining me, and remember to grab your copy of Metaphysical Anatomy on Amazon, 679 medical ailments. And I also wrote about the psychosomatic root causes of that, and I'm spoiling you because I even added key points for you to start looking at important questions that you can ask yourself to start improving your quality of life. And also remember to catch me on Instagram, Evette Rose, 1 with the digit 1, and Metaphysical Anatomy on our Facebook fan page. Bye guys!